I don't know what's going on in the world and what day is what, because I don't know, because I'm streaming. And after a certain point, like everything just blends into one another, you know? Time is just nothing. Adam Conover on Elon.
Elon Musk.
Oh, look at that. Elon Ma. Okay, we'll do that. You should get a lens filter so there's no reflection on your glasses. Would look fire. These are the anti-reflective glasses. This is the most like non-reflective we're going to get. Elon agreeing with Fox News writer that Whitmer kidnapping plot is fake and Muslim travel ban is fake, among other things. That's not surprising. I also saw, there was an intern from SpaceX. I was reading the accounts of an intern from SpaceX last night about how they set up like everything around Elon Musk, like in the companies that he works at. Here, juice this again. And I want to read it. It's just so deleted a tweet about Ferguson, really. Oh, 1 second. I just got a text I got to respond to. Stephen King's books would be so much better if he was a conservative instead of a lib. That's true. Conservatives are famous for making the best art. Help G is back on full send. You're doing a full watch time this year. Not really. Oh, here. This is it. Okay. I want to start out with Elon Musk. Okay. Let's get started. Let's get started on Elon Musk. So I don't know if this is legit or not. It's a Tumblr post, and I've never spent time on Tumblr, as you can probably tell. That's why I'm homophobic and ableist. I didn't learn about how to combat homophobia and ableism by being on Tumblr and looking at like furry porn, as you can probably tell. Even though I have somehow been able to cultivate an entire audience of Tumblrinas who are like still overcoming their ways that they learned from Tumblr as they communicated with like weirdo 35-year-old boys, girls, and MBs on the internet that educated them on critical gender theory. Anyway, which was definitely an unhealthy way to learn about anything, really. But despite that, I don't know. I don't know if Tumblr is like truthful or not. I don't know. I think that a lot, it's just mostly radlib shit. Regardless, this is so specific. It's because a part of the reason why like all the mass cancellations that occur on Twitter occur in the way that they occur because Tumblr banned porn. And then all that porn exodus literally fucking turned into all the Tumblrinas moving over to Twitter to exercise on Maine the exact same kind of mania that they demonstrated on Tumblr, which was mostly just captured in one area. This is my Tumblr theory. Tumblr is not for mostly radlib shit anymore. All that is TikTok and Twitter now. Tumblr hasn't been like this since the Exodus. Yeah, teaching the Discord kittens about hammers, sickles, hugs, and cuddles type guys. Yeah, like they're all in a polycule. Every one of them. You sound like a conservative? Yeah. Difference is I'm funny. And also I'm correct. Anyway, people don't give enough credit to Tumblrinas. They're all chill over there now. No, I think that what ended up happening is just like, yeah, they moved into Discord servers and they moved into TikTok and they're just still being fucking annoying. Or the next generation of people that like learned from them are being fucking annoying. Woke up to DMs alerting me of this tweet Elon posted and deleted overnight. Suffice it to say, yikes. Hashtag stay woke shirt stem from the Ferguson protest. Obama's own DOJ approved this and exonerated the cop. Hands up, don't shoot was made up. The whole thing was fiction. What? Bro, you can't be going full apartheid all the time. You know what I mean? You got to go light apartheid, brother. Everybody knows you never go full apartheid, okay? My man went full apartheid. Elon reposting his deleted Ferguson take in the cold light of day. What is this? More and more over time as we hew closer to the truth, Twitter will earn the trust of the people. Did you tweet this before or after deleting your Ferguson tweet this morning? How's that moderation council coming? The conspiracy theories are coming from inside the house. What conspiracy theory? This is what Obama's DOJ published. According to Obama's DOJ, the Ferguson shooting was unequivocally self-defense. So the Ferguson protests were, if you believe Obama's DOJ, based on a false premise. That is not to say other injustices don't occur. This community does not appear to be one of them. I like when he appreciates Obama's Department of Justice, when Obama's very own words on Ferguson was that they were angry black men, like as though Obama himself could not be racist towards in an endless endeavor of like defending white supremacist policing and a white supremacist criminal justice system. Like he literally called the BLM people thugs, bro. What the fuck do you mean? Like in Ferguson, a lot of people don't remember this. A lot of people don't remember that liberals were literally anti-BLM until Donald Trump was like, fuck Colin Kaepernick, fuck Black Lives Matter. Like so many, the Pod Johns. I remember the Pod Johns saying that they were anti-Black Lives Matter. Like I remember motherfuckers in the even early stage of the Trump administration having like very critical takes about Black Lives Matter. Okay. Most people don't remember that. You know why I remember it? Because like the Young Turks, no matter what their faults and failures are now, was one of the few institutions that was uncritically in support of emancipation and uncritically defending Black Lives Matter protesters. And for that, I got a lot of death threats. Okay. I've been getting death threats since like fucking 2015. The DOJ report said that the Ferguson cops were systematically racist. Elon's just lying about the report because racists have told him it says something it doesn't. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I got fact checked in the New York Times because I said that Stephen Scalise was no angel. I wrote a piece about after Stephen Scalise got shot in the butt, where I basically said, look, man, it's his fault that he got shot in the ass. For those of you who are article heads, you probably already know. Like that, by the way, I've been at this game for a while. You know what I mean? The American Deserve that have chosen to correct me. I remember paying that dude $5 to shave his head at 10K law. What a loser. Yeah. Anyway, regardless. Okay. I went through a phase of not liking you because I disagree with some of your really minor takes and how you engage with chat. And then I realized I was dumb and started liking you again. I used to not like you when you were at TYT, even though I agree with you. And I could never put my finger on what had changed. But I think it was just your tone of voice when you were reading a script. I mean, it's aesthetics. It's pure aesthetics. And we're human beings. We're all susceptible to that same thing. You know, 20% of your audience is autistic, bro. Don't be ableist. I think it's higher than 20%. Anyway, brother, I'm balding. How did you fix your hairline? Reverse aging. What is the secret? Oh, we'll talk about reverse aging weirdos in a second. I too grow out my hair to make one of my body parts look normal. Oh, you mean my head? I reversed my hairline evisceration with a medication called Propecia. Ask your doctor, okay, if Propecia is right for you. Remember, your feud with atheism is unstoppable? Bro, first of all, much like many of my current quote-unquote feuds, that was, again, one-sided beef by an absolutely psychotic person. And there are still people like that are still out there doing wild shit. It's just, you know, I don't talk about them or to them. Anyway, is that beer? Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the Walmart shooting, but before we do that, let's fucking get into Elon Musk, and then we'll talk about reverse aging too, because I saw a Twitter thread that fucking broke my brain earlier today. So Elon Musk is like tweeting about Ferguson, the hashtag stay woke shit, which is like so minuscule, so marginal. You could easily make a joke about this, okay? Like the idea like of hashtag stay woke is a remnant of a bygone era. It's so transparent. It's so fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just joke about it. But they take it so seriously that you can't even joke about it. Like, I want to dunk on liberals being fucking stupid. Okay. I like dunking on liberals being silly. Okay. Being silly billies. But like conservatives, as always, take it so incredibly seriously. Like they make their entire life's mission this thing, like owning the fucking libs, right? That you can't have fun with that anymore at that point. You're taking our fun toys away. So Stephen King says pretty soon the only advertiser left on Twitter will be My Pillow. Elon Musk says, oh, hi, lol. Is My Pillow actually a great pillow? Now I'm curious. Headline, Stephen King tweet causes My Pillow sales to skyrocket. Lamau. Bro, look at this. 12 hours. Like anytime one of these guys like Stephen King, like one of these like idolized libs that Elon Musk is like a fan of, you know what I mean? Anytime one of these dudes like says something even like a little mean about Elon Musk or about Twitter, he fucking loses it. Like he is so desperate for acceptance from everyone. Just a pathetically weak man, okay? And I get it. I have some pathetic weaknesses too. Similar to that, actually. I like being liked, okay? I like being liked. I hate being hated, okay? And it's hard, especially when you see people that are ostensibly on your side or people that you like or people that you think should like you. When they say like, fuck this guy, I hate him, you want to fix that. You're like, oh man. So I know what that desire, that burning desire looks like. And it stems from a place of insecurity, you know? That's it. Nice use of the word cracked and goated. You're turning 38 this year, right? Yeah, I am. And I will keep using it. Like it's an understandable desire to have, okay? But it just makes you look so fucking pathetic, dude. And he's also getting that like support from these motherfuckers. Hands Up, Don't Shoot is one of the biggest hoaxes to come of the American left in the last decade. The big lie that has inspired many to become radicalized and militant. True. Yeah, Hands Up, Don't Shoot, and like the momentum behind Black Lives Matter is actually built on a false premise, right? That like police brutality does not disproportionately impact black communities and black Americans. Totally, just a falsehood. Yeah, surprising that, you know, let's ask these guys, let's ask these fucking right-wing propagandists about the truth behind, you know, movements like Black Lives Matter. It's just like social conditioning is so powerful. Okay. Social conditioning and like pre-existing structural inequalities that guide our social conditioning, that create our culture, is so fucking powerful that absolute morons can just say the most like transparently, idiotically false things, and other people will still turn around and be like, yeah, you know what? That is true. It sounds true to me, brother. And this is yet another instance of that. It's a super basic thing that like most people recognize at its core, is that like, yeah, there are, you know, there is a lot of racism within our criminal justice system. It is built like that it is by design, like pretty basic shit. You don't have to get more complicated than like a lot of cops are racist. Like most people recognize that. Okay. But even then people still can just go out and lie about this kind of thing. Right wing already attaching the hero of the Colorado shooting. Nice. That will seem super unhinged. Far right is calling the Club Q hero an Army veteran who tackled and disarmed the Colorado Springs shooter a groomer and an F word. His daughter's boyfriend was killed by the shooter, but the far right is already suggesting the mass shooting was staged. Okay. Very nice. Very cool. I mean, these guys are real normal people, you know? But one last note on Elon. Okay. Other than like the whole idea behind like people claiming that BLM was built on false premises, you're insane. Obama's very own Department of Justice found that Ferguson and Baltimore and numerous other precincts around the country were literally in violation of civil rights in the routine corruption and the routine disproportionate targeting of marginalized communities that they engaged in. Okay. That's crazy. Imagine if Elon Musk were actually right-wing boogeyman these spoiled lefty journos pretend he is, and he decided to turn the tables and ban all left-wing fake news from Twitter. Who the fuck is this guy? This guy is notable in government. Nice. Kyle Becker. They always look like shit. Anyway, think I'm kidding? Most of these outlets are fake news machines. You can add AP's fake news report on the Russian rocket hitting Poland. That might as well be begging to start World War III. The most damaging fake news comes from the biggest corporate media outlets. Bro, here's the thing that I can never comprehend, okay? Here's the thing that I can never comprehend. The right deliberately and purposefully spreads nefarious propaganda that they know is false all the time. And then they equate mainstream media fucking up on stories, which happens quite frequently, okay? And the actual instances where mainstream news is actually manufacturing consent, okay, deliberately, and that is, I would consider to be fucking fake news from mainstream media, manufacturing consent, with a whole bunch of shit that is real. And also petty grievances like Trump's overfed koi fish in Japan. Yeah, the biggest lie of all, Trump overfed koi fish in Japan. You know, that could have started World War III. And then dummies who don't understand what I'm saying will then turn around and say, Hasan defends neoliberal media. No, man, of course not. Of course not. I just mentioned in my conversation that there are plenty of instances where mainstream media deliberately fucking manufactures consent. Lies. Okay? When it comes to conversations around things that are targeting centers of power, capital, or when it comes down to America's State Department interests, right? America's foreign interests, America's military industrial complex's interests, the mainstream media is in unison, okay? There are also instances where they go overboard on a particular narrative. Jussie Smollett was one of them. The Covington kids was like, not that big of like, it wasn't like a lie or anything, but they definitely went ham on a bunch of fucking kids. The COVID lab leak was a conspiracy theory. It fucking literally still is. It's a theory, just like zoonotic spread is, but the more likely one is still, from what I understand, at least according to scientists, the zoonotic spread theory. I love that mainstream media also is the one that has promoted that it was a lab leak potentially. So, that's a thing that mainstream media also did. That's what mainstream media does, cover the news. But as far as like actual like wrong information, does MSM tend to get things wrong from time to time? Absolutely. Of course they do. Everyone does. No one is above it. But when they actually get things wrong, at least they fucking correct themselves. Sometimes they might get horny on an incorrect narrative and just like follow an incorrect narrative. But ultimately, they still fucking correct themselves. Meanwhile, the right and this guy worked at OAN and he's a producer for Fox News, Newsmax, and OAN and Blaze TV, talking about narratives. This man's entire job, his entire purpose is to get things wrong on purpose. Okay? Like, you're literally getting things wrong on purpose, brother. Oh, by the way, Chad Loader, friend of the show, an outspoken anti-fascist activist in Los Angeles, has been suspended. A lot of far-right accounts have been restored, while simultaneously a lot of anarchist and anti-fascist accounts have all gotten clapped. Straight up clapped. This comes amid a recent wave of restorations of far-right accounts and the open mulling of a blanket statement of all banned accounts by Twitter CEO Elon Musk. Yeah. They also took down another anti-fascist club that was literally operating as a defense. Chad's recent tweets and the replies. Chad was recently posting about other leftist accounts being suspended without notice. This is false. Twitter has permanently banned DDO secrets so completely that you can't even tweet a link to their website. False. Twitter has permanently banned dozens of prominent anti-fascist and anarchist collectives, Jewish Worker, the Base BK, and Rev Abolition. Yeah. They're clamping down on like everyone that they consider to be a leftist. Honest question, what would the line be for Twitter would have to cross before you personally quit using it? I mean, as long as I can still stay on it, I will probably still use it. What do you mean? I feel like leftists kind of dropped the ball on the whole ivermectin thing, though. Ivermectin is a routinely prescribed medication by doctors. We kind of went anti-science for that one for the memes. Wait, what? No, we didn't. What the fuck? You're this far into the shit and you're still claiming that ivermectin was a successful strategy for COVID? No one fucking thinks that ivermectin doesn't work for worms. Ivermectin for humans is for parasites. Yes, but unless you have been swimming in a fucking